I think it really teaches you how to deal with stuff. We just went through a hurricane while we were here. You really learn how to maneuver through rough waters as if you were like a captain, but a captain on land.
Yep. Hi, you guys. My name's Lorna. We are a traveling family of 6. We are in a 36 FRP.
And we've been on the road for 3 years. Come on inside with us. Let's take a look.
Welcome to the kitchen, guys. We did a huge renovation on the RV, and the kitchen was one of the most important places we wanted to renovate because we're Filipino and we love to cook. So as you can see, we have this glorious butcher block countertop, which we absolutely love. In most RVs, you see they have like the smaller sinks and they have like the lid on it. We replaced it for this style sink, which you can do a lot of dishes in here. We absolutely love. We can't hide them though. That's the only thing. Now that we've renovated it, we have so many drawers on either side, and even underneath I have like a can storage that has all the cans, and we also have a freezer outside, so we store that. One of my favorite things of my kitchen is my spice organization. It looks amazing, and now it's so much easier to cook in here. So that's one of the highlights that I really, really love. So another thing when you're living tiny is you don't have a lot of storage space. So one of the things that I love to do on my YouTube channel is to utilize vertical space and make everything super organized. So this is my pantry, and everything's labeled and it has a place. And I feel like when you know exactly where things go, you don't just have a cabinet stuffed with everything. So now when we go to the grocery store, we buy exactly what's in here. We have a residential fridge here, which is so nice. The ones that come in the RV are definitely a little bit smaller. We're a family of 6, so we needed a big mamma jamma in here to make sure we could fit everything. We did have a different oven when we started out, but we replaced it for this residential one, and we love it so much. You can't really bake inside of, the ones in RVs. So I have there's 4 burners on top, which actually fit 4 pans or pots, which is so nice because the other one, you could only fit 2. So we expanded everything, and now we have such a great cook area. If there was anything that I could change about my space, I would say I do feel a little trapped sometimes when someone's here. You're kind of like doing a shuffle to get past each other. But I do love my kitchen. That would be probably the only thing that you could just walk all the way around. I would lose a little bit of counter space though, but I do love my countertop. I feel like the kitchen is definitely the heart of our home. When the kids are here watching stuff, we're all together, and we don't have a table, but we all crowd around the kitchen and eat our meals, and it's a good time. So another feature that I absolutely love is this slat wall. This was just a plain wall before, and I just feel like it elevated it. It made it look like a custom home. And the cool thing too about our TV right in front of it is it swivels around. So for internet, we have Starlink. Life before Starlink wasn't good. But now that we have it, we all do homeschool. Nick and I both work on the road with it. So on the back side of the living room, right when you walk in off the front door, we have this coffee bar, which I am so excited to show you guys this. This originally had really, really deep cabinets, and I don't know why they do that in RVs, but basically we would put things in there and they would just get buried alive and we could never find anything. So we opted for these shallow storage. They're actually for shoes, and they open like this, but they're so narrow, and we still have all that vertical space, which is absolutely amazing. So I'm grateful that we found a system that works for us here. And then it freed up all of this walkway space and enabled us to build out that countertop like we really wanted. So that was good. One thing about my coffee bar is everything is Velcro down. So when we're traveling down the road, we actually don't have to put a lot of this away. Even like this piece here, and this is Velcro down, this is Velcro down. Some of the crystals I do have to take down, but everything else, like even the bottles in the back, they just stay up there. We also have other things up here that are also Velcroed up there, and we stuck some plants up there just to bring some life back to it. But honestly, this is probably, if I had to pick one area of the RV that was my favorite, it would be this area and then a little spot in my room. But I just love how fun and homey it feels.
My name's Nick. Lorna is my beautiful wife.
Hi.
We've been on the road for 3 years now, cruising the country, full-time living. We went from a 44,000 square foot home into a 43-foot fifth wheel. I can't take any credit for this whatsoever because I absolutely was the one dragging my legs, dragging my feet, dragging my body. I did not want to RV. I came home one day. We had crazy life experiences. We lost 2 very close loved ones, had some big changes in life. And my wife looks at me and says, I want to full-time travel.
So I was at a really weird place in my life. I grew up, not in the best of neighborhoods, and Nick had a career job for over 10 years and he was doing really well. We got the big house, the big closets, all the stuff, and I just still felt like I was missing something. And one day I started watching YouTube and this RV family popped up and I just knew that I was called to it. I was watching them, I was like, oh, I wanted it, So Nick comes home and of course I tell him, any, smart educated person would say like, are you crazy? Why would I do this? He's like, this absolutely not. And then he said to me too, like, there's no way you're gonna give up your shoes and your clothes and your closet. And I was like, I absolutely will. So I knew when I was willing to do that it was real. So, because where we come from, where we grew up, it's like when you get all the stuff, that means you accomplished something. And even when we got there, something was missing. So this RV life has been the container and the space for us to really become the people that we are today. I really feel like I got to know myself on the road. I think what it makes you realize is all the stuff is just fluff. All the things, the possessions, the houses, the cars, all the toys, all the things is just extra. And when we started this RV life, it really made us realize what was important, which is our new currency, time, adventure, and just getting to know each other on a deeper level. Like our family, we are tight. Like once we call all the kids in here, you'll be able to see like we have a really good time together. And I will never look back and I will never look back and say, I wish we didn't do that. I know for a fact that I will cherish these memories and moments because you're not promised tomorrow. And so being with my family is the most important thing over stuff. And I can say getting rid of all of that, it really proved it. Right now, we are in the kids' bunkhouse. We have 4 kids, and each kid has their own space. One cool thing is we have this here, which gives the older kids a little bit of privacy. The older kids are on top, and the little kids are on the bottom. I feel like my kids have more friends now on the road than when they did before. So when people see this room, I feel like they don't know about this lifestyle. They may think, wow, they don't have a lot. But I promise you, my kids are so rich with love and experience and all the things that we do. So stuff is not important to us. So this is where we sleep, basically. The kids come in here, we sleep. We also have like a really cool TV in here, and there is definitely ground room. We wanted their room to be bigger than ours, so they have the space here that we don't, so they can still play blocks and do all the stuff that they want to do. And then for school, we have these like 3 lockers here, and now each kid has the 2 little ones share the middle one, but a space for all of their like school books. And, they stick a couple special things in there like it's their locker, but it's so nice that they each have their own little space. As far as clothes go, we have these drawers that we put underneath the bed here. Each kid has 1 drawer. I know this is mind-blowing to some people, but I promise you it's so nice when you're doing laundry, and it's actually easier for my kids to pick out outfits because they don't have 100 pieces of clothing to put together. And then we also have a clothing rack in here that I just added to this because I was like, we do have a few nice things that we like to go out. And, I know RV life, people may not think that we still live a regular life, but we totally do. We still like to go to dinner and to Disney. And so we hang up their nice clothes on the clothing rack. This is the bathroom. One of the things we did when we first got the rig was this was actually a glass door. I'm not sure why they do that in RVs, but I talked my husband into letting me take it down, and best decision I've ever made. So if you're on the fence, I would highly suggest doing it. So much easier to clean. You don't have all those grooves and stuff. But another thing we did is we added this bathroom vanity. Originally, it had like a really weird shape, and we found this one and it just fit in so perfectly. So now I actually have counter space for my curling iron and all my stuff to get ready, but I absolutely love this. And then also we switched out the mirror for this round one, which I think it really adds a nice element to everything. The only thing I feel like for sure is lacking for me is I had a huge bathroom before, and it's lacking in space as far as towels and stuff like that goes, but we now have like little microfiber ones that we roll up. So we've really utilized the space as best we could.
To be straightforward, I think, you know, they paint this picture that's, oh, it's all amazing. I feel like our time when we first really started going into it, like we really ran into some hard times as far as like learning how to deal with an accident in the RV. I mean, almost every ride you take in your RV, when you get to the next location, something broke, you know?
Casualties.
It's just a part of it. And also to like a tight-knit family. We're a 4,000 square foot home. I was working, you know, 12-hour days, sometimes 10-hour days. And then, you know, all of a sudden you're in this 41-foot RV traveling across the country. You know, 9 times out of 10 in the big house, we were in most of the time the same room. And that's one of the things, like, that's how she sold me. She put me together. She's like, we're always in the same room. Like, we're always in the same room.
We had a giant house, but we're in the living room.
You know, sleeping. But so you just kind of really get to know each other. And I think it really puts you in the pit. Being a present father, present husband, you know. I think we definitely went through our trials and tribulations in our marriage too as well, and really came in after a long period of time and being on the road and going through what we're going through, just getting back to being best friends again without like work and corporate life and all the stuff and all the stress that comes out there. And don't get me wrong, there's a lot of stress in an RV. It's just, I think it really teaches you how to deal with stuff. We just went through a hurricane while we were here, and everyone was calling us freaking out about a hurricane. And we're like, no worries, this is category 1. All the locals told us we're good, you know? Yep. I think because of the RV life and going and traveling, you really learn how to maneuver through rough waters as if you were like a captain, but a captain on land.
Yep, we always call it our pirate ship. We are in the master bedroom. This is a place that I feel like is my happy space, where I come to close the door because there are not a lot of places to escape your 4 children in a 400 square foot home. So when I need to escape, I close my door. I may light some candles. I have just the vibes in here. I have all my crystals and I just relax. We added this desk in here. It actually flaps all the way down. So when we want extra space, we just flap it down and it's good to go. We have a queen size bed. It was originally a king size bed, but it just felt like there wasn't enough room around the edges to like walk around and stuff. So I'm actually glad we have a queen size bed. Well, I should say my husband's glad, because in the king, I'm able to like curl up in a ball and have my own space. And now we're like, have to sleep closer. So he's really happy about that. This is my closet. When I used to live in a house, I had a giant walk-in closet that was probably half the size of this RV. So going from that to this has definitely been a life-changing experience. The less stuff you have, it's the less to manage, and it's the less energies that you're kind of having to deal with. So I'm actually so grateful that I have a small closet. I have these 3 bins here, and then I have just this little closet space, and that's it. So he has the same thing, but it's mirrored on the other side, which is nice. So we actually put these IKEA storage systems in this closet. There used to be one rod that would like fall every time we drove. It would like fall down. And so now we have a closet system, which is really kind of cool in an RV. You don't really see that very often. On the other side of the bedroom, this is actually a really fun area for me. I have all of my beauty and crystals and all the stuff here. I wanted to feel like when I was doing things that it's special, you know, and I didn't have that. So I created this space for myself. So when I'm getting ready, I have all of this fun stuff, and I have my makeup here and different little things. And I just love this space, and it just looks really pretty. It's just my one little area that's just all mine. You know, this is nobody else's but me. Then behind the door, this is another space that I absolutely love that's also all mine. And it has all of my like skincare and my makeup, my jewelry, everything's right here. And it's such a great space when you have no room to put anything and it's all organized. So I definitely love having this part behind my door. So I actually have a YouTube channel and I do travel, lifestyle, organization. I do a lot of what's in my bag that's really popular on my channel, Amazon favorites. And I basically film in the RV. I actually did it before we started RVing and it's been definitely a little bit more challenging, but I pop my camera up, I film my stuff. And then I'm also a full-time homeschool mom. So I homeschool the 4 kids and do all of that fun stuff.
So I help with her managing her business. I do some training and coaching on the side. That's a big thing for us. But right now, like our main focus on what we do for our living is really guided around our social media. So we're travel vibe chasers on Instagram. We like to post a lot of our travel content, where we're going, what we're doing, tips and tricks. We do some funny skits and have some fun together. But really our focus for our job is our social media and being content creators is what we do.
So if you guys enjoyed all of like the organization and stuff and you want to show support, you can follow me in the link down below. My channel is always Lorna Marie.
For our family channel, we're called the Travel Vibe Chasers, Travel Vibe Chasers. And we chase the vibe, man. We want good vibes everywhere. We share that vibe with you and we give you tips and tricks on
how to
everywhere
find
we go.
it.
We're always moving to a different destination. So if you're looking for good food, activities for couples and dates, we do date nights, stuff for the kids, we got it. If you want to come for a good laugh, we're pretty wild and crazy on our channel. So hope you guys enjoy that. Travel vibe, let's rock. Thanks for coming and visiting our RV, spending some time with us. Your beautiful host, my lovely wife, always Lorna Marie on YouTube. Don't forget that. We're the Travel Vibe. And I got to be straightforward with you. This house is never this clean. So we need you guys to get out of our home so we can get back to...
We need to dirty it back up a little bit.
Dirty it back up. You know what I mean? This is beautiful. We're going to take tons of pictures.
Thanks for stopping by, guys.
Use all the footage. Yes, thanks for coming by. Tiny Homes, we appreciate you guys. Hope you enjoyed it.